Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing good. Welcome back to the channel. Well, it's been long time since I made any video, and there are solid reasons behind that. But you know what? I'm not gonna go into all of that in this video because life happens, shit happens. We need to get back up and keep moving forward. Which is why from this point onwards, I'm starting a new chapter, and it's gonna be a fresh start. Introducing you to my new machine, Bella.
This is your fucking captain speaking.
Now, before I talk about anything about this bike, let's take a small moment to reflect back upon the journey that we have covered so far. And after that, I'm going to talk everything about why about this bike when I already had the RC390. Let's get started. It all started back in 2020. I still remember that day vividly, nervous, excited, with no clue where it would lead. I shot and uploaded my first ever YouTube video. At the time, I was riding my very first bike, a humble Suzuki Gixxer 150. That bike meant everything to me. It wasn't just my college ride, it was mine. The feeling of riding it to college felt surreal. A dream like I was living every single day. And the best part? Taking the longer route back home. Not for traffic or speed, but just to be alone with my thoughts, me and the machine. That bike became my therapist, my best friend, and my escape. Being a bit of a tinkerer, I couldn't leave it stock for long. I gave it a complete makeover, a full restoration build, where I transformed it into something better than showroom fresh. That process taught me patience, problem solving, and most importantly, the joy of creating. As the rides got longer, so did the dreams. I started pushing limits, craving more performance, more connection. I've always been drawn to raw energy of super sports. And then, one fine day, I rode a friend's KTM RC390 and it hit me like lightning. This was it. The aggression, the control, the way it spoke to me. I knew I had to have one. I made a quiet wish to the universe. And just a few months later, Ronin came into my life. Ronin wasn't just a bike. Ronin was my battle buddy. Together, we conquered everything. Ladakh's brutal high-altitude roads, Spiti's cold silence, Nepal's winding borders, Himachal's tricky curves, and the unpredictable beauty of Uttarakhand. We faced it all. Rain-soaked highways, knee-deep mud, loose gravel, black ice, and snow that made you question your sanity. But Ronin never flinched. Every time the roads got rough, It was like the bike whispered to me, "Don't worry, my friend, we got this." A track machine tackling off road nightmares. And we were always the oddballs in the sea of ATV bikes. But that made it even more special. We didn't just ride, we fought through it and came out stronger every time. Those years, those thousands of kilometers, gave me memories I'll carry for long. But with time, the wear showed. The plastic panels started to rattle like a loose song at 7,000 RPM. The small tank became a real challenge on longer rides. It was hard to accept, but I knew it. It was time to evolve. Still a super sport soul at heart, I started searching again. And then, almost like fate, the Aprilia RS457 launched. Everything I've been looking for: performance, looks, feel, it had it all. And that's when Bella came into my life. A new beginning, a new story, but the journey that never ends.
Alright, everyone, so now that we have seen the journey that we have covered so far, let's talk about the hero, the highlighter of this video. The reason why I'm saying this as a fresh start, because this is gonna be my new chapter and my new fresh start that I'm gonna be taking from this point onwards. And there are a lot of things planned. But before we get to all of that, let's talk about this bike. Let's get started. Alright, everyone, so let's talk about the Aprilia RS457 that I have right in front of me. Starting off with the front, we have the accessory windscreen, high windscreen that you can see over here. And I've also got this tinted into black because I wanted a smoked windscreen. Apart from that, I've also installed the front winglets, and these are inspired from Aprilia RS660. Coming on to here, we have also installed the fork protectors, the fork seal protectors that you can see over here. This helps you in the longevity of the fork seals because they tend to get all scratched up and everything, and they tend to leak. Now coming on to the dash, this is how the dash looks. Let me give you a quick glance over here. So over here, this is how the screen looks. I know it is a bit difficult to read right now because of the sunlight, but you'll get to know once I get the POV footage of this. Apart from that, coming on to the tank, right now this is completely covered into the gloss PPF because this bike comes matte from the factory, but I wanted a gloss look, so that is why I've got this bike complete PPF done into gloss. Apart from that, I've also installed the quick shifter, additional quick shifter. This is the official Aprilia accessory, and this cost somewhere around 20,000. So this is a beautiful addition to the bike, which gives it a much more aggressive feeling, and it gives you a much more committed feeling, I would say. Coming on to the tail, there's not much that I've done for now, but I'm making a tail tidy by myself, and that will be coming soon, very soon. Apart from that, I've also installed the seat cowl. Now this is again a Aprilia accessory, and also you might be noticing there are no grab rails over here. Generally the Aprilia comes with the grab rails, but me, what I've done is I've chopped off the grab rails just to give it a more aesthetic look. As you can see from here, it gives a little bit more, you can say, aggressive look and a sharp look in the back. Apart from that, there's nothing much that I've done to the bike, simply because it's just been over 1 month that I've bought this bike, and I'm still learning this bike, and I've also not got this bike first service done, so that is also pending. That is why I'm taking it slow. I'm absorbing this bike, and slowly and steadily this bike will start to look like what I have envisioned for this bike. Just to give you the front look, which is my favorite part, as you can see, the front DRLs looks very beautiful, and the addition of the wings takes it to a next level. Apart from that, just to give it Italian touch, I've also installed the Italy flag sticker. So that gives another addition and another Italian touch to the bike. So that is pretty much about this bike. From this point onwards, this is going to be my daily driver, my travel companion. All the trips that I did on my R690, I'm gonna be doing that again on this bike. And this time around, we're gonna be doing things a bit differently because now that we have a new machine in the garage, we're gonna be taking a lot more places that we intended to take on the RC390, but because of few things that that bike did not have, this bike fulfills all of those gaps. And with this bike, we're gonna be doing a lot more trips, lot more distances. All right, so this is all about this video. I hope you like the new addition to the family, my Aprilia RS457. And if you have not noticed, I have given this bike a beautiful name, which is Bella. If you remember the last bike that I had, the RC390, which I still have till this date, that bike was named Ronin, and there was a reason behind it, but I'll not go into that. But this bike, since this is an Italian machine, I wanted to give it a bit of Italian touch and an Italian name. That is why I've named her Bella. She's a female, yes, Bella. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you like this bike and what all you think I should do to this bike, because there are a lot more things that I still need to do on this bike. Like for example, I need to put a phone holder, which I'm still making that on my own. I need to make a tail tidy for this bike. There are a lot more things planned for this bike. If you have any suggestions, do let me know in the comments down below, and I'll read each and every comment, and hopefully I'll implement those on this bike as well. There are a lot more trips planned on this bike as well, so slowly and steadily we're going to be reading those chapters as well. This is just the first chapter that I'm starting with this bike. That is why the name of the title of this video is A Fresh Start. Yeah, now that you have seen Bella, let's close this video right here right now, and I hope you like this bike. And as always, let's close this video on a very positive note, as I always do. Let nothing hold you back in life, and always keep moving forward. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Last but not least, I want to thank me.